Today we're gonna be checking out a bunch of bags from a brand that's new to me, and they're called Antler. They're British, that's why I'm using my British accent. And we got these 3 bags and this huge right here. And in this video, I'm gonna introduce you to Antler, tell you what they're all about, and look at these bags real fast, give you some quick pros and cons, so you can decide if any of these bags suit your needs. And before we start, it should be noted this is a sponsored review, but here at Nomads Nation, a sponsored review doesn't guarantee a positive review. It just means that Antler can pick their own published date. And you'll see throughout this review, we're very honest and kind of like brutally honest with our pros and cons. Let's jump into it. First up, let me tell you about Antler, because it's absolutely fascinating as to where they've been in existence since the year 1914. Which, fun fact, if my math checks out, is over a century ago, which means they've thrived over 100 years, 2 world wars, and honestly, they're making some pretty cool bags. And the thing is that Antler has been pumping out bags for outdoors and adventure for obviously a very long time. But this Discovery collection is meant to be a bit more modern, as to where you still get the heritage vibe, but as to where these bags are less designed to hit the trail and more designed for urban travel. I'm gonna start by talking about this guy, the smallest bag, and then work our way up to the gorilla. This thing is massive, holy crap. First up, we have the Antler Discovery Crossbody bag. Ideal as a pocket reliever for your everyday carry, or as your small day pack when you're traveling and get to your destination. The crossbody bag is doing some interesting things. Most notably, I think, is gonna be the aesthetic and the shape. A lot of modern slings and crossbody bags, they're coming in, more of a horizontal build, or even now we're seeing a new trend as to where they're actually vertical. But this guy, he's neither horizontal nor vertical. I mean, the access points are vertical, right? But we just got this square-like shape, which I think again kind of is in line with that heritage aesthetic that Antler's bringing to the table. But it's also got some modern features as well. I love the fact that the shoulder strap is in fact removable, meaning that you can use this as a crossbody bag or as a tech pouch. Also, I really like the polyester that this bag is using, and not just the crossbody, but all of Antler's bags. It's a lightweight polyester, but honestly with the weave, well, I thought it was a ballistic nylon. Nylon usually has a little bit more buttery of a feel to it, at least in my experience, and this just feels really nice, but it's gonna have the lightness of polyester and the additional weather resistance of polyester. And because of that, the sling is not gonna be too tight. The polyester's lightweightness gives it some malleability, which I'm a big fan of in a sling. It makes it more versatile, means you can carry your small bits of gear, but you can also fit bulkier things in the crossbody as well. I'm not crazy about this front pocket though. I will say it's very tight and made even tighter by this flap right here, which, don't get me wrong, I understand does give the bag extra weather resistance, but it is a bit of a deterrent when trying to get into this pocket. And I'm also not crazy about Antler picking black for their lining color. And they do this in all their bags. It's gonna be a recurring point of criticism for me. Don't get me wrong, black interior can be nice because it does help to hide dirt and stains, but it just makes it dark as hell in there. And I just always prefer a lighter colored lining, which makes it easier to find what you put where in your bag. The Discovery Crossbody currently comes in 3 color options. It runs around 67 USD. And if you wanna learn more about it, be sure to check the links in the description below, because there you can find the best price, and if we have any discount codes, that's what it'll be. Next up, we have the Discovery backpack, the smaller of the Discovery backpacks, because the larger one is a Discovery backpack as well. But this one is the 28 liter. Now here's the deal, I'm gonna be honest, I am not into bags that look like this. I'm a modern urban bag kind of a guy. This old school hiking outdoors heritage aesthetic, not my cup of tea. But having said that, I can objectively say that for that heritage outdoor aesthetic, I really respect what Antler has done. It's where I think this is a beautiful bag. The polyester gives it a very nice sheen, and I just think this color choice gives the bag a bit of life as well. And then in the front, you have what Antler calls their chunky cord, direct quote. It's a 10mm chunky cord for a secure way to strap on additional belongings. And they're not lying, because the cord is chunky. But I think it's actually a really beautiful cord. They could have cheaped out and bought some crappy cord materials, but the cord itself is actually a really high quality, and I think it looks just really beautiful. Like I said, it's not my vibe, but if it's your vibe, I just think Antler's execution on the aesthetic of this bag is really quite nice. Let me know what you think though. If you're into the outdoors hiking vibe, do you like the way this looks? Let us know your thoughts on the aesthetic of this bag in the comments below. But on top of the way it looks, it's a highly functional bag and great for travel, because it's only coming in at 1.1 kg. What's that, 2.7 pounds? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 side compression straps. These are ideal for cinching your bag down. Great when you have to fit it into a bin, particularly for those budget airlines. Or when you get to your destination, it allows you to reduce the bag's profile, make it just less chunky and annoying to deal with. We got 1, 2 quick access pockets, and then suitcase style opening, which I love, but the black lining, not my thing. But I do appreciate the minimalist interior. You can see there's not a lot of organization going on here. Very basic. Killer luggage pass-through holder, allowing you to carry your bag vertically on a suitcase. Perhaps the Discovery suitcase, AKA the big gorilla f***er. That suitcase is huge, oh my God. And then honestly, I was pleasantly surprised with the comfort of the Antler Discovery bags. The shoulder straps are a little bit thinner than I'm typically used to, but they got a really nice amount of padding in there. And they removed that padding at the top of the shoulder strap. It's a classic bag maker move. It means they know what they're doing because that gives the shoulder strap a lot more mobility. But one thing I'm not sure if I was as crazy about was that they're using the same polyester on the outside of the shoulder strap. They're also using it on the inside. Typically, you'll see more premium bag brands use a different fabric on the inside of the shoulder strap. Maybe something a little bit silkier, a little softer, or even like something like Velcro that breathes really well. I think it's one of the few top end or more expensive bags that I've seen that lines the inside of the shoulder straps with the same fabric. I found it a little coarse, but kind of also nice in its own way. It was different for me. I think I would still prefer it to be a classic mesh, but this was interesting. I think it's gonna be more durable, that's for sure. And then in line with Antler's mission with this collection of trying to bring their bags into the 21st century, we've got a tech compartment, which is black, and that's bad. But it's very well padded and has a pretty impressive false bottom, actually. This laptop compartment is stopping right here. So in case you are looking for that one bag travel pack that can hit the trail, but also keep your MacBook Pro safe and sound, this is a really good option. The Antler Discovery 28-liter backpack comes in 6 different color combinations, and it runs around 195 USD. And if you want to learn more about it, be sure to check the links in the description below. Now, speaking of Discovery backpacks, we got the big brother, the 45-liter, which right away, I'm gonna tell you something I hate about it, which is that branding. Antler, who in God's name do you think you are? Supreme? I have never seen a logo. I've reviewed 600 bags. This could be the biggest logo on a bag I've ever seen. I just don't get it. I'm like, if you're Heritage, I guess I get it if you're Chanel or maybe like Dior, right? They're slapping their logos big on everything because you're a luxury brand and you want everyone to know that you're carrying an MS bag. But for Antler, you don't have the reputation of a Gucci. So don't do the logo placement of a Gucci. It's just so big, oh my God. But that aside, I do think it's a pretty dope 45-liter backpack. We're dealing with the same polyester, beautiful sheen to it. 1, 2, 3, 4 compression straps again, but a different configuration on the front of the bag. That's where we have this quick swinging access pocket here, which is great if you want to grab something quickly out of the bag while you're, in between flights. I do think the opening of this pocket, again, a little on the tight side, but it's giving you a ton of real estate as to where you get this entire front panel. But this bag does something that I think is freaking awesome, not the black lining, in case you were wondering. But it's this tech compartment, and it's the gusseted tech compartment. And I gotta say, I don't know why more bags don't do this. I think the first bag I ever saw do this was actually the Linus Tech Tips commuter backpack, the newer bag they just released. And this is so cool because I don't think you need classic clamshell style opening for your tech compartment. And like, it used to be a thing like 5, 10 years ago, because everyone's like, you can just open it all the way and then slide it through the detector. And the TSA agents would be like, cool, but that's not the way these things work anymore. You're always gonna be forced to pull out your laptop, or at least in most airports. But this is awesome because it gives you that quick access and that accessibility by being open, but it's not gonna just like go full clamshell. It's contained, it's beautiful. I am just a huge fan of this. Am I overselling it? Let me know what you think about this in the comments below, because I think it's just really well done. Again, really impressive false bottom as well. The laptop compartment stops around here. And we've got another suitcase style opening to get into the main compartment. And it has the same exact organization as the 28-liter version. We just got a little stretchy pocket here, mesh pocket the top, a very, very cheap mesh. I'm not excited about that at the price point. Same thing with this mesh here. It's okay. There's no stretch to the mesh, which actually on the flip side though is nice because it's not gonna get so loosey-goosey over the years. Like it'll maintain its integrity. Big fan of the side handle and the top handle as well. They're beautiful. They're using a stronger weave material, either a nylon or it could be a polyester, but I just love the amount of space you have to grab. I don't grab my handles a lot when I'm traveling, but when I do, I want them to be just like, boom, right there. So that was fast as lightning. And with the back panel, very comfortable. I would have appreciated more width on the shoulder straps, but it was cozy. And in case you want to put the bag in the bin overhead, or maybe underneath the seat in front of you, probably less likely. Well, if you want to do that, you can take the shoulder strap and stow it away behind the back panel, giving you a cleaner travel experience. The Antler Discovery 45 liter comes in 4 color options and it runs around 240 USD. If you're thinking about making a purchase or you just want to learn more, be sure to use the links below because that's where you can get the best price. And if we have any discount codes, that's what they'll be. This is the Alpha Antler. This is the Papa Antler. Big Daddy Antler. I'm done with large jokes. You get it, it's a huge suitcase. This is the Discovery wheeled duffel and it's 80 liters. That's 80. Like there's almost as many liters in this suitcase as there are years that Antler has been in business. But if you're looking for a beefy suitcase that is super durable, I could totally travel with this thing. Minus, of course, the logo. I don't get it. Not a fan. But everything else about this suitcase I did like, assuming you're into suitcases that only have 2 wheels. The wheels feel great. We were rolling this outside for 30 minutes through the cobblestone intense bricks of Hong Kong. I mean, like, it wasn't that extreme of conditions, but more or less the wheels felt smooth. And the thing is, like, I've heard both sides of the argument for 2-wheel suitcase versus 4 wheels. Let's be honest, 4 wheels, much more convenient. It just glides with you. But the 2-wheeler is like having a spoiled little toddler that you gotta like drag behind you. It's never gonna be as smooth or luxurious of an experience, but the wheels are always more durable, and wheels on a suitcase can break, and 2 wheels are less likely to break than 4 wheels are. You have half the amount of breakage likeliness. We've got a hard shell on the back, but a very soft and malleable front. Compression straps as well, quick access front pocket, quick access top pocket. This top pocket is awesome because it goes all the way to here. And I feel like more suitcases need this because most suitcases, they just don't give you that as to where maybe I want to put my sweater in there, my headphones in there. Things that I just want quicker access to that you don't want to have to go undo the entire thing. So I'm a big fan of that pocket. Less so with the dark black lining in the main compartment. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but it's important to me and to this community. Compression straps in the interior. Got a dividing panel here, but pretty basic aside from that. But I gotta say, there's just a sense of like strength and durability to this suitcase. The zippers are huge. The compression straps are beautiful, but well designed. This polyester is gonna be so abrasion resistant and weather resistant, but it just looks really nice. Minus the logo, that thing's killing me. Plus the wheels, plus the polycarbonate backing. It's just a suitcase that feels like it ain't gonna break on you. Big Daddy Antler's got you covered. The Discovery suitcase comes in 3 color options and it runs around 330 USD. To learn more about it or to make a purchase, we recommend doing so with the links in the description below. Now, out of all the bags that we've looked at, I actually gotta say the 28 liter is the one that I think is the most interesting. Again, not my vibe, not my aesthetic, but if it is yours, I think there's a lot going on here that would just make it a really awesome 1-bag travel pack. Remember, for 1-bag travel, weight is a very important thing, especially for me. It's only 1.1 kg, so it's like 2.6 pounds. For 28 liter, that's a good ratio. But I really think you're gonna get a lot of functionality out of these front cords. These cords, they're not elasticy, like they don't have like a give to them. But this is that spot where when the bag is fully packed out, you can throw your hoodie in there or a winter jacket. It's just a really great form of external carry, which ends up giving your bag more capacity. And then again, with that clamshell suitcase style opening, it's just gonna give you a lot of versatility, especially if you're doing a little bit of the outdoorsy stuff on your trip. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a hiking expert, but if you hit the trail in this, you definitely wouldn't look out of place. So yeah, I think it's a really cool 1-bag travel pack. And if we get enough requests, I'm more than happy to review this at any point in time. So if you're interested, please let me know in the comments below. But if you're not quite sold, this is the 1-bag travel pack for you, then you're gonna wanna watch this video right here, where I break down some of our favorite 1-bag travel packs of 2026 and beyond. In the meantime, if you have any questions, be sure to let me know in the comments below or in the Nomads Nation subreddit. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.